The world of artificial intelligence is moving at a dizzying speed. But what if I told you the most seismic shifts are happening in the next 2 years? We're not talking about some far-off future. Industry leaders are all pointing to 2026 as this massive turning point. And honestly, the things they're predicting are mind-blowing. Let's get into it.
Okay, we have to start right here with this absolutely wild prediction from Elon Musk. Just let that sink in. He's not saying a decade from now or even 5 years. He thinks that by 2026, we'll have an AI that can outthink any single person on Earth. So, is he right?
And that really is the big question, isn't it? Is this just hype? An exaggeration from a guy who's known for making some pretty bold claims? Or are we looking at the actual blueprint for a future that's coming at us way, way faster than any of us were ready for? Let's dig into the evidence.
So, if this new level of intelligence is coming, the first and maybe most immediate impact could hit one of the most skilled jobs out there: software development. I mean, if an AI can outthink a human, what happens to the people who write the code that runs, well, everything?
Now, what's so fascinating here is who this warning is coming from. This is Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic. He's not some outsider looking in. His company is building this stuff, and even he says he feels a sense of threat and that it would be wrong not to tell people what's on the horizon.
And this is the timeline he's putting out there. By the end of 2025, that's just over a year away, he's expecting very serious changes. But by the end of 2026, he predicts AI will be coding as well as the absolute top human engineers. We're not talking about just being competent. We're talking elite. And Amodei is definitely not alone on this. Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google, has an even more aggressive timeline. He thinks AI coders could replace most programmers within a year. And he calls this the San Francisco consensus, which basically means this isn't some fringe idea. It's what most of the insiders at the heart of the industry believe is happening.
Okay, so if that's the what, the next obvious question is how? I mean, a brain that powerful, whether it's made of cells or silicon, needs a physical foundation to run on. And that hardware, the actual physical gear for this new superintelligence, is being built as we speak.
And that physical foundation, that sort of iron backbone for this whole revolution, is pretty much being forged by one company, NVIDIA. They're in an all-out race to build the next generation of chips that are specifically designed to power these incredibly advanced AI models.
This roadmap says it all. It just perfectly illustrates the insane speed we're dealing with. The Blackwell platform just came out this year, but look ahead. The Rubin platform is scheduled for 2026, and Rubin Ultra comes just 1 year after that. The pace isn't just fast, it's speeding up.
And just to give you a sense of the kind of power we're talking about, a single rack of the new Rubin platform will crank out 15 exaflops. That's 15 quintillion calculations every single second. It's that kind of ridiculous leap in computing power that gives these models the horsepower they need to not just imitate human thought, but to actually surpass it. It makes those predictions about superintelligent coders seem a whole lot more real.
But all that raw power is just one part of the story. It's what you can do with that power that's the real game changer. The very way that AIs learn is about to be completely transformed, shifting them from being a static tool to a dynamic partner that actually learns.
Right now, as entrepreneur Aidan Gomez points out, AI models are basically frozen. They don't learn from their chats with you. Think about it. You can correct your smart assistant 100 times, but it'll make the same mistake tomorrow. The next big thing is continuous learning. Imagine an AI that's like a brand new trainee. You can correct it, it remembers its screw-ups, and it actually gets smarter and better by working directly with you. It becomes this personalized, evolving partner.
So let's put it all together. You've got the intelligence, you've got the hardware, and you've got this new way of learning. What does that actually look like when it shows up in our day-to-day lives? Well, the people building it have some pretty clear ideas. And we're not just talking about asking for a weather forecast. This is a complete overhaul of our daily routines. Picture this. Sam Altman's vision is a team of virtual AI experts on call for you, helping you code or understand medical records. At the same time, Mark Zuckerberg says he expects AI to be writing half of Meta's internal code by 2026. And this isn't just digital. Elon Musk sees the Optimus robot doing more than factory work. He sees it picking your kids up from school and then teaching them any language you want.
Okay, it is so easy to get completely swept up in all of this, but it's really important that we bring in some balance here, because not everyone in the field is on board with these explosive timelines. There's a really healthy and pretty crucial debate going on between the prophets and the skeptics.
This whole debate really comes down to one thing: timing. On one side, you've got people like Musk and Schmidt who are predicting these world-altering breakthroughs in the next 2 to 5 years. But on the other side, you've got these really respected scientists like Jan LeCun and Demis Hassabis, and they're way more cautious. They're talking 5 to 6 years minimum. And even then, they admit there's a long tail of uncertainty.
And the heart of the skeptic's argument is this really critical difference. An AI today can be a genius at pattern recognition. It can learn all the rules of a super complex game like Go and become the best player in the world, no problem. But they argue it doesn't have that creative spark, that abstract intelligence it would need to invent a game like Go in the first place. And that's a whole different and much harder ballgame.
Which brings us to the ultimate question. As we hurtle towards 2026, are we just building an incredibly powerful new tool that's going to make humans even better? Or are we on the edge of creating something totally new, a different kind of intelligence, a thinking competitor? The next 2 years might just give us the answer.